Hey guys, and welcome to Youth Tuko's brand new, exciting, fun, engaging new show, The Journey. This is a show that is focused on real teenagers, real issues in real time. We welcome you to enjoy this journey with us as we discover solutions to many challenges along the way. But first, we have something prepared for you, after which we shall catch up with you guys in studio. Don't you go anywhere.
Nimechoka. Bwana si umekalia. Poa. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Nilikuwa nasaidia mom kufanya kazi kadogo hapo home. Ndio maana nimechelewa. Aki naona sasa ako na stress. By the way, una check nini kwa phone?
Niko tu na update status nikichikiza wengine. Hata ana kitu ya maana ya kusema, nikukop tu na kuboeka.
Sasa kuna mashida mingi. Kwanza corona, tena shule zikafungwa, tena places zingine lockdown, tena curfew, and then nikiimagine next year nita repeat. That makes me frustrated.
Yenyewe aki stress ni mingi sana. Bro yangu kila saa ni kuwatch mamuzi, zingine hata anaweka zenye hata sielewi. Alafu ukikamsaidia waparo yenyewe wamekaliwa na hiyo job, wamekaliwa na hii corona hadi job imekuwa challenge sana. Lakini dad support anatukip na majokes tu, at least maisha inaendelea.
By the way, jana sikuwatch fellowship jana kwa Zoom. Uli manage?
Yeah, niliipata lakini sikungoja iishe. Nilikuwa na program nafaa kuwatch.
Yaani uliacha kuwatch fellowship, watch teli. Aki afadhali wewe. Sisi hadi dikoda yetu haijalipiwa kina boy kanga.
Jaden, jana ulinishinda lakini leo ni mimi na wewe.
Uniache hiyo msee. Mimi nakuchapia ni venye tu jana nilikupiga msee. Lakini siko sawa sana. Nilala late jana.
Kwani ulikuwa unawatch movie ama?
Manzi. Nakusho kuna kitabu fulani imekuwa hapo mtaani kwa shelf ya mzae. Inaitwa Pilgrim's Progress. Nakwambia ilibidi tu nimeicheki msee. Juu hata tuna homework, hatuna kitu.
Alafu
nifanya nifikiria a lot. Juu unajua sasa hatuwezi enda church. Nimefeel kama faith yangu imego down msee. Juu hata sisomi Bible.
Sijali in life msee. Hii corona itashatarudi tu church msee.
But before then, unaona mayutu wangapi watakuwa wamededi spiritually?
Hata mimi nimekuwa nikiata fellow online juu hata wifi yetu jalipwa tangu stuff ya corona ianze. Hata buda msee hayuko job.
Msee nakwambia ni kubaya. Kwanza hii ufala ku repeat. Imeni make it manze. Lakini unajua nini? God atatu make it. But pigi maraundi hapa kiasi.
Aje. What are you guys up to?
Kwa tu tunavyo status. Kumeboeka tu hivyo and life seems like it's not going to go back to normal.
Manzi na venye nilidhani choose nafunguliwa soon.
But she's sad.
It's so boring. Every day it's the same routine. Kwanza nechetu italipiwa, kazi tu ni kuokoa jahazi. I'm not even guaranteed.
Usijali hata sisi kwetu ni hivyo hata buda hana job.
Hizo shida zinaonekana kazi kwa kila mahali, but tuombe Mungu tu atarudisha vitu normal.
By the way, niko na njaa. Twende tukakule chipo babe.
My name is Reverend Tony, and I got a wonderful co-host right in here.
Yeah, my name is Gladwell, and I'm so excited to be part of this journey of the journey.
So, part of the journey of the journey.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome very much, and I'm definitely excited being with you here, Gladwell. We have done so many things on Youth Tuko together, and yes, definitely this is another leg of the journey. And guess what? I'm feeling excited as we start off this brand new show.
Yes.
The journey. What is the journey going to be all about?
Well,
yes.
Even as you take it as a literary name, the
Yes.
journey.
Yes.
The journey is moving from one place to another.
A safari, you know,
A
I was thinking
safari.
about safari, sounds cool. you
Yeah.
know? Yes.
So when you think of a journey, there are several
Uh-huh.
questions that you need to answer.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Mhm.
What are you going to carry?
Yes.
Who will you be traveling with? What is
Yeah.
your objective as you take this journey?
Yes.
So what we are saying is life
Yes.
is also a journey.
Life is a journey.
Yeah, so you need to
Uh-huh.
ask yourself these questions.
Yes.
Where are you going? Who are you
Yes.
going with?
Uh-huh.
What's your objective in life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in other words, we are not stationary, we are all moving somewhere. You know, just like you have to move from home and go to the shops, you have to move from home and go to work. You have to, yeah, I mean, literal journeys. And in this show, we are going to be looking at life like a journey, like Gladwell has mentioned. And secondly, we are also going to be exploring the issues that are going to happen, especially in the life of a young person as they transit. Remember, scripture says that I was young, but now I'm old. David talking.
True.
So can you imagine as a young person that someday you're going to be old? I remember like yesterday we were having a conversation with my son, with my children.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was telling them, I would really love to live to see my great-grandchildren. Such that nyinyi wenyewe mpate familia zenu, alafu
Alafu
watoi wenu
wapate.
wapate watoto wenu.
Wapate, wow.
And then, you know, I told them at that time I'm going to be such an old grandpa.
Yeah.
And then my son was like, that also means I'm going to be a grandpa. You know?
Very
You know, but
true. That
definitely
makes a lot of
therein is
Yeah.
a journey.
Yeah.
So we're going to be exploring on the real issues that happen to real teenagers on a journey. And so we look at life as a journey and the issues that happen in a journey. And definitely there is an important question that we must answer when it comes to life's journey.
Yes, and this
Yes.
question is, who is in charge of your journey?
Who is in charge?
You know, is
Yeah.
it you?
Yeah.
Is it your parents?
Yes.
Who is in charge?
Who is in charge of your journey?
Yes.
You know, when you run into all these challenges, when you encounter opportunities, when you interact with all the highs and the lows of the journey, you know, imagine you're driving or you're riding or you're, you know, even skating and what have you, and probably something happens to the equipment that you're using. Maybe your car gets a puncture, and maybe you're in the blackness of nowhere, and it's probably raining and it's
Yeah,
at
true.
night. Who do you call for help? How do you respond to the challenges that are going to arise as you walk down your journey? You know, and Gladwell, there was a time that you were traveling to Rwanda, and you know, it was, what happened on that particular journey?
That's a very memorable journey.
Yeah.
I remember it was actually a few weeks to my wedding, actually.
Okay. Spiritual high.
So I had to travel to Rwanda for a conference.
Yeah.
And since my flight was in the afternoon,
Yeah.
so my dad was to take me to the airport. So he first went to work because
Yeah.
this was in the afternoon.
Okay.
But then got caught up at work. So he arrived at home almost 1.
Probably he got caught up by traffic or something.
Yes,
or, you know,
yes.
something happened on the
True.
journey again.
On the journey.
Yeah.
So he came at around 1 and he led to Mbio going
Yes.
to the airport. So by the time we were getting there, they were
Yes.
just saying flight number.
And
quickly,
those are the
quickly,
kind of
quickly.
things you don't want to do, especially when it involves the airport
Yeah,
travel.
you want to be there like an hour early and make sure you
Exactly.
settle
Because
down.
once the gate closes, man.
See matatu.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
Simamisha.
Yeah.
So they saw me going and they left because they know finally at least.
Yes.
But then when I got to the counter,
Yeah.
then the flight had already been closed.
Oh my.
So you can imagine
That must have been a
rebooking
horrible day.
another flight, paying more.
Yes.
Zinaniuma bado, lakini
Uh-huh.
anyway.
Oh my, I can
And thank God
imagine.
that at the end of the day, we were able
Yes.
to connect with another flight and we were able to make it there.
Well, you know, in life you can probably be shifted from one flight to another.
Yeah.
But sometimes in real life, you might miss out on something and then
True,
it is going to
true,
spell disaster,
true. Yes,
you know, for the
yes,
rest of your life.
yes.
Like, you know, there was a time that I was traveling from Nakuru, you know, before I finally came to work here on this side. And I didn't really know how the diversions had been made, especially when I was supposed to enter Kikuyu town. But then I missed the exit.
Yes.
And I found myself going down the southern bypass. I was like, no, I wasn't going this direction.
Yeah.
I had to, go quite a distance and get the next exit so that you could, come back into the place that you are supposed to be going. But sometimes you can miss a turn in life that is going to be really, really disastrous.
Yes.
And talking about that, this exciting drama with Akina Jadens and Akina Shiko, man, I just love the way, these young men and women are, are acting it out.
Yeah, someone said Akina Jaden walizaliwa juzi.
Wow, Jadens. They are now teenagers.
Kumanisha, we are growing old. We are growing old.
Imagine it's just so, hello Jaden, and some other names that you don't want to mention here.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but of course now, thinking about this particular drama that these teenagers are doing, and by the way, our viewers should know that here we're going to have a lot of drama.
Oh yeah,
we're going to have a lot of drama that is going to be shifting from one thing to another. We're going to be looking at the different issues that happened in the lives of different young people at different stages of life as we explore the journey, and we explore the challenges that usually come in the journey, and as we ask ourselves, who is in charge of my journey?
Sure.
Whether it is your faith journey, your marriage journey, your academic journey.
Sure.
Because I think one of the realities about a safari is that we all need a little help.
Yeah. True. From what are you going to use in the journey?
Yes.
If you're going to a far place, are you going to use a ship? Are you going to use a flight? Who do you need to help you out in this journey? Because not all journeys that you will use the same people.
That is true.
You'll use different people for different journeys. And so these are choices that you have to make along the way. And therefore it's critical for us to know where do we stand, how do we make right and informed choices so that we also don't miss out on the opportunities that avail themselves in the journey, along the journey.
I mean, for example, if anybody has traveled towards Nakuru, many times, I mean, probably on one of those occasions, haikosi mtu alisimama Delamere.
Exactly.
Kuna mahali watu wanasimamanga, kuna mahali pengine sijui panaitwa ikope watu wanakula nyama. And if you have traveled towards Mombasa, there are those main places that you know, for refreshment and just for stretching out a little bit, and of course for a refill, because along the journey we get tired, along the journey we get exhausted, along the journey sometimes we just want a break, and it is okay to want all these things, but you must always realize whenever you even have to stop, like for a refreshment or just a moment of relaxation, that is not the destiny.
Yeah, that is not the destination.
The journey is actually headed
you're
somewhere.
Still headed somewhere. Yes. And you see, even as you make all these choices, then you look at where are you at and what do you have? Because sometimes you must train yourself. Let's say I want to go to Mombasa, and the resources I have are for an SGR. So I should be proud and stick to that and use that means. Though it will take me a little few more hours than if I had used a flight. But at the end of the day, I will get to Mombasa.
Well, like you're comparing SGR first class and flying. The rest of us are thinking like, hey, okay, LD Express in Mombasa. Because you're definitely, that is a very important aspect that on the journey you can actually ride on different things. You can go on, you can use different means to get to a destination. You can make your journey as adaptive as possible to who you are, and therefore it means that everybody's journey is unique.
Exactly.
We could be headed in the same direction, but everybody's journey is unique in terms of the experiences, the challenges, the opportunities that exist in there, and I think that's a very important aspect.
And that is what helps you to enjoy your journey, rather than taking a journey that will give you a lot of stress. At Okifika, you're like, I wish I had not taken this journey. So when you take the life journey slowly, and I think of Paul many times. I'll see him in prison, and he understands his circumstance, and he's willing to take this journey a step at a time, knowing that he's contented along the way, knowing that this circumstance is not permanent. At some point in life, I will get out and life will be different. So understanding where you are, accepting first of all that you're in this place, and then asking yourself, how am I going to take my journey, even in this circumstance?
Oh, wow. So for example, now we are finding Shiko here and the crew, they're having quite a number of challenges. They're thinking about quite a number of issues, especially during time kama hii, that not very much is happening, and especially in the lives of teenagers. What are some of the issues that you picked kutoka the conversation that they were having in the drama?
Well, from where they started, I could tell that they have noticed that their parents are going through a lot of stress, probably because of the issues that are going around in life, being laid off from work, salary cut and all that, and having children at home, you know, you're wondering watarudi nyuma academically or something, and so this in turn affects the child, because they look at their parents, they see how they're struggling, and unajua hata ni pale unauliza, what can I do even to make my mom's life easier? So there's this issue of parent issues that are actually affecting the teenager in some way.
True. And I think that's a very big issue, because whatever happens to the parents is most definitely going to affect what what comes upon the teenagers. Because for example, there is this young man who's saying he can't participate in the online Bible fellowship because Wi-Fi kwao
was cut.
It has not been renewed. Renewed in terms of the subscription. And of course, I think it's Shiko who was talking about, she's helping her mom around, but she can actually notice, like, mom, she's really been down, and definitely that means something, for a young person.
And also on a positive note of that, we see where they say, Dad, life inaendelea jokes za dad, you know?
Yes. Like a very creative dad right in there.
Like you would say, mlikuwa dhani mtu lazima some 8 years. Sasa mtajua pia unaweza soma 9 years. You say it makes life easier. Like you don't have to feel so bad.
Yes.
You have to repeat the same class again, but it makes life easier. So it's two ways. It can be the parents can either make the life of the teenager easier or hard.
Well, they can actually make it very hard depending on how they respond to the issues that the teens raise. Because what I like about the dad who says ati sio lazima wazee umalize form 4 na 4 years, and then he's almost meaning, but then ikikuhesabia zile miaka mimi nilimaliza high school ni kama 40 years ago, and so usiwori, your time will come here, you'll be saying maze nilimaliza high school 30 years ago. And I think he's also trying to drive home the fact that yes, even in the high school journey, even in the academic journey, you can actually have a lot of roadblocks. You can have serious barriers like what we have right now. But that doesn't mean that the destination, remember, we have said the detours or the small breaks along the way are not the destination. There is a destination that is not changed by what happens along the way, but I think it depends on now how somebody will look at all these issues that come upon the journey, and that is what will dictate kama mtu atafika the final destination ama hatafika.
To give up along the way.
One of them is also concerned about even their spiritual welfare. True, because even looking at it from a practical sense, if we were in the normal times, if this was during a normal holiday, we would have tons of activities. A lot
happening
of
activities. In church. We'll have EBS.
I mean, this is August.
We'll booming. The Y Summit will be physical,
Yes.
But now everything is at a standstill. This young fella has come home, and they can't go to church. Some of them are like the 13, they can't go to church. Some they can't even. There are no activities that they can engage in, so they are left to stand on their own, to find their path as far as spirituality is concerned. And now that poses a challenge to them, because they don't have someone to hold their hand and help them through this journey.
And I think he was actually talking about that from a very from a very heartfelt, in a very heartfelt way. Not only for himself, but he was also concerned about, the spiritual welfare of the others, because everybody is kind of like you're saying, kila mtu ameacha home kwao, you have to fend for yourself. If you have bundles, if you have access to internet to be able to participate in the online Bible fellowships, so fine. Now, wale hawana, mazee sasa inabidi utafuta another strategy. And of course, the issues of the coping with the boredom, in terms of filling the space that is there, the time, with a lot of media content.
And media content is in two ways. There's positive content and negative content. And you see, what provokes this young man to really think so much about his faith is the book that he's reading.
Wow, that was a very encouraging point. I really was excited by that.
That opens his eyes to actually the truth and the importance of his faith and being strong in faith. But then you can imagine if the content you're getting from the media is not positive. So that means it is inclining you to that direction. So there's a lot of boredom that is, it brings out the circumstance that we have right now. But then media has come in as an option for the boredom.
And of course there is the anxiety, the stress, that is born out of the uncertainty of what's going to happen now. There's wholly, when January comes around, will you even go back to school? And so one of the things that we're saying, in this conversation, and this is gonna be the journey. And of course, these are the issues that we're going to be raising. These are the issues that we're going to be tackling, because a lot happens in a journey, but that doesn't mean that safari imefika mwisho ama safari haitaendelea. Challenges are for real, but victories are for real. But the most important question yenye tunauliza is, who is in charge of your journey? Where do you turn wakati hizi challenges zote zinainuka, when you feel confused, when you feel anxious, when you don't know what to do? And sometimes even the people around you, they don't seem to understand you. So what can we do about these challenges that arise in a journey?
You see, I've always thought of a track. You see, a track is a refu. They have
the
all
trailer
the
trucks.
There's an trucks.
Trailers.
Yes, those ones.
Okay. Yes.
So in a trailer, you find that the front legs, or wheels, are one, but the others are usually double.
Yeah, mostly, yes.
I always ask myself that question: why is it that the trailers have just one single wheel at the front? And I think it's really important, because these are the wheels that that drive the truck. So you can imagine a truck that has two wheels at the front. And in case one gets a problem or something. So in life, there has to be that wheel that is driving your life. And that is where now you ask yourself, in my life, who do I want to be this wheel that drives my life? Is it me? Is it my friends? Is it my parents? Or is there one who can lead my life? And I know that he has all the answers. He has all the solutions. He can lead my life in the perfect way possible.
Wow.
And I think that's a very crucial question that everyone needs to ask and answer, as we take this journey of the journey.
I do believe that that has to be the key thing that each one of us must think about. Scripture says in Psalms 119, in verse 9 and 10 and 11, it says, "How can a young man cleanse his way? The answer is by taking heed according to your word, God's word. With my whole heart I have sought you." You see, as a young person, you have to seek it out. As a young person, you have to ask yourself all these important questions and seek truth about those issues. Oh, let me not wander from your commandments. Because we are on a path to obey the commandments of God along the journey, to make our journey successful, to make our journey safe and secure. Your word have I hidden in my heart. It is like this person who was beginning the journey. He had packed up some things, right on the inside of his heart. Not only do we need to pack stuff in our bags, we also need to pack some things in our minds, and as well as in our hearts.
True, true.
And then he says, the reason for that is that I may not sin against you. Because it seems like the journey is full of many trials and temptations and heartbreaks, discouragements, and all of them carry potential for making us to come off the journey and go another way. Then it says that I might not sin against you. Then it continues to say, blessed are you, O Lord. Teach me your statutes.
True.
Oh my, like teach me the rules of the journey. Teach me the rules of the game. And we're so delighted that you have started off this journey of the journey with us. And there is definitely so much more to look forward to as we continue to grow together, walk together, be each other's company, encouragement, and inspiration. And your life will not be the same again. And of course, Shiko was talking about the fact that they she was wishing they were in a camp, but there is no physical meeting.
There's no
and then she intimated something to the other guys. They didn't seem to be aware.
She was telling them that is, I think, kuna kitu inaitwa sijui summit that is happening, and yes, this will be happening in August. Yes. From 24th to 30th, it will be a virtual Y Summit. So kindly go to our Facebook page at Youth Tuko, or you can check out our YouTube for more promos, adverts. Kindly look for the link to register, and you'll be able to get all this information that we are talking about here and even more. And before then, Sunday watu wangu tupatane pale Kak TV.
Up the journey.
Let's meet at Kak TV at 2 for a exceptional worship concert.
Amen.
Glorify concert.
Amen.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Gladwell. Thank you so very much for being part of the journey. And we are here to spice up your journey. We are here as your fellow sojourners and pilgrims. We are together in this journey. And thank you very much for tuning in to Kak TV's Their Journey by Youth Tuko. And we look forward to catch you next time as we see the unfolding of the drama and we see how what's going to come up, what's going to happen. Until then, may the Lord be with you and take care of you as you continue on your journey. Amen.
See
Bye-bye
you
for
next
now.
time.